Hi, my name is Tomomi Galliano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 8 of Advent Tangles 2025. Today's tangle is Stargazer by Beth, Gaughan. And I love the name, Stargazer. What a beautiful name, right? And today's tangle, I'm looking at the step out and it looks almost like fragment. So I'm gonna start, well, as usual, I'm gonna start by showing you the step out, but I'm gonna start with square space. And then, so inside this square space, step 1, you divide this into 4 spaces and you're gonna add a cross like this. And then step 2 looks like you're gonna add a little dot inside, well, in between 2 lines. So this will be 8 dots, and also this is part of step 2. You're gonna add this V shape. So this is, I think, is actually, it's step 2, but it's step 2 and step 3 in a sense. And then step 3, you're going to connect. So ignore this corner for now. So don't get pulled by these corners, but connect the end of the line to a dot, end of the line to a dot, going all the way around. Like this, and you're gonna have a beautiful star shape. And in step 4, so moving your attention to these corners, you're gonna create diamond shape. So you can do these corners later after you do this centerpiece. I think that might be easier. And step 5, you're gonna add like line like this, starting from the corner of this diamond, and still part of step 5, you're going to ink in every other space like this. And I think that's it. So yeah, so that's Stargazer, the basic way of doing Stargazer. Now going back to my own cute little piece of paper. How do I want to do this? I had to think, but I'm gonna aura this tile first. So Maria always says, when in doubt, just aura. And while you are moving your pen, the new idea, new inspiration may come to you. So it's nice to not stare at a blank paper, but move your pen, move your paper, so that you see the space differently. Maybe new inspiration will come by just having this aura. So with this, I could put one big one, because you know how I have been putting this kind of shape in the corner already, so I could do one big one, but I think that will make my tile look just like my day 2 or day 6. I'm looking at my advent calendar. It's gonna be very similar. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create reticular. So I'm gonna divide this space into could do 9, but I think I have an idea. So I'm going to connect here to here. Or maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm still thinking. So maybe like this. Maybe from here to here. So I may have incomplete shape on this side. Or I could, oh, you know what? I have an idea. I think I'm gonna aura this shape, this line. So it's gonna be like this. So instead of creating a square, well, this bent a little too much, but I'm going to aura this line because I have this beautiful shape. So it's gonna be like this, I think. And it's gonna be, so beginning is always a little scary because you don't know, well, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just have to trust myself, trust in the method that it's gonna work out. And even if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. It's just a piece of paper, right? Okay, so I have this interesting shape, and then I will add my Stargazer in here. So dividing this into 4 spaces, quadrant, and add a cross, and then add dots inside, in between these 2 lines, each pair of lines, like this. And then for now, I'm going to ignore this corner. I'll figure out later. For now, I'm going to focus on just one element. Turning my tile. So now I have my star here, and then corner. Well, I'll figure out the corner later. So this one's, I just want to repeat. So it's gonna be like, I pretend like this goes like this. So it's gonna be part of the cross showing, and dots. So I'm treating this like a fragment. So it's gonna repeat itself. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. So instead of having the one big one, I'm treating this as a reticule and a fragment. So I have half of the star shape here. So this one's gonna be like this, and I'll repeat in these shapes, this space. So it's gonna be like this. So today I was reading day, what was today? Day 8? Yeah, December 8th, day 8 of my devotional. If you've been following me, you know that I've been reading daily Advent devotional for this year. It's called Making Space. You can, if you are interested in reading, you can find it in YouVersion Bible app for Advent devotional for 24 days. It's called Making Space. Today's scripture was Romans 5:6-8. Sorry about the noise. If you hear in the background, I hear a little bit of drilling and banging noise. Hopefully my microphone, my headphone will filter out some, but my neighbor's doing a little bit of remodeling for quite some time. Maybe it's slow going. So in here I have to think. So this is this, I think it's gonna be, so if I were to extend and create imaginary square, so I have quarter of a square. So I have this and dot, dot. Like this, right? Oh, but I should have my corner design. Oh well, maybe I'll do this. Oh, okay. See, that works out. I guess I don't get to aura again like I have been, but that's all right. That kind of sort of worked out. What a miracle. My goodness. Thank goodness it worked out. Happy miracle. So I have some level of continuity from the other tiles because I've been doing this corner shape on each tile for the last 7 days and aura, but today it's slightly different, but I think it still repeats the element. So thank goodness it worked out. Things happen, just like life, right? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But we are learning together. You know, even when things doesn't work out as you tangle, just consider that as a learning opportunity. You don't have to love every tangle. You know, some tangle speaks to you more than the other. You have your favorite, you have your mac and cheese comfort tangle that you love, and that's your safe place. But you have tangles that challenges you. You have tangles that puzzles you or make you slightly frustrated or perhaps angry at a time. Or you have tangles that surprises you, because it's kind of life, right? We have different experiences that evokes different emotions. So do I wanna ink in? Before I do, let me figure out how I do this corner. So based on the step out, I'm supposed to put V shape this way and create a little diamond shape, right? So anyway, sorry, I got a little distracted by the corner design, but what I was saying is today's reading was Romans 5:6-8. The link to the scripture is on my show note if you want to read it with me. It's a perfect scripture for Christmas, for Advent. It's a great reminder why we celebrate Christmas. I know not everybody who's watching this video shares the same belief as I am, but you are welcomed in this community, to my video sessions, to my YouTube channel, wherever you may be in your life, wherever you are watching this. It's been so much fun to hear the feedback from you and where you are watching this video from, and how that really reminds me of how connected we are in the Zentangle community through art, through what is common. Art brings us together. As there are so many things that divide us in the world, but Zentangle and art always brings people. That makes our experience so beautiful, so valuable. And so as I was reading today's scripture, that I was reminded of how I am blessed by people who loved me, people who sacrificed for me, and of course God and Jesus who sacrificed for me so that I can have the life that I have. Especially today, for some reason, I had a lot of people who loved me, who made a difference in my life, who sacrificed for me, like my family, my dad, my mom, my grandparents, and all of that. But today, for some reason, I was remembering my teacher, my math teacher from junior high school. I don't know why, but she came to my mind today. So I grew up in a blue-collar neighborhood, and I was going to just go to local high school and then perhaps start working after that. But my junior high school math teacher, she saw me what I didn't see in myself, or my parents didn't see in me. She saw so much potential in me, and she actually came to talk to my parents, and she basically asked my parents to send me to a better high school, to a private high school, so that I can pursue my academics. Well, I love math classes. Not so much of I enjoyed math so much at the time, but I think it was something me and my dad did together. My dad was a blue-collar worker too, not highly educated, but he loves to do the math. He loves to solve math problems with me, so that's something we did together. So I always have a good grade in my math class. So I guess because of that, my math teacher saw potential in me, and she asked my parents if they could send me to a better high school for better education. So little did I know that's what I pursued from that moment. And let me check with the step out if I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, it's a little different, but I think it's working out. Yes, I ended up going to this all-girls high school a little far from my house. I had to commute a little bit. I mean, if I were to go to local high school, you know, I could get to my school in maybe 15-20 minutes, but now I'm going to this private high school. I have to commute like almost an hour, but it was a really good high school, and I made a lot of lifelong friends. And also that was a missionary school that was built by American missionaries. So that's how I was introduced to the Bible, to Christianity for the first time in my life. And I was really impacted by what I read in the Bible, and how my teachers treated students with respect and love. I genuinely felt loved by my teachers and my people at my school. It was a very, very different experience compared to going to public school, and that really changed a course of my rest of my life. So I am still to this day very grateful for my math teacher. You know, she wasn't one of those teachers who were really popular amongst the students, because she was so strict, and she was on the older side. She must have been in her 60s, maybe. I mean, this pen is not. Hold on a second. It's not working. Oh, there you go. It's working. Sometimes it gets clogged. Yeah, so she wasn't one of those popular teacher, because she was rather strict, but I think she paid careful attention to each of her students, and she cared enough to say what is not easy to say. And I really appreciate that about her. She was one of those teachers that yes, she wasn't really popular amongst the students while they were in school, but I always see graduated students come to visit her. I think it's one of those people that we don't really understand how great that person is, and how much that person loved you and cared about you, until you mature a little more. So, and I guess she was okay with that, and she said what we needed to hear, not what we wanted to hear. So I am so grateful for her, and I'm sure that you have people like that in your life, in different points, different stages in your life, that you advice that you received that you didn't like at that moment, but later on, as you look back, you realize that was just a gem that you received from that person. Okay, so this is a lot of inking in, and my pen is kind of not cooperating. This is not an old pen, but for some reason, I think maybe something I did in a previous day clogged the pen tip a little bit, so it's a little sketchy, but it's all right. So maybe perhaps this holiday season that you can remember those people who made a difference in your life, who made an impact in your life, that you may or may not have opportunity to thank them directly, but maybe take a moment to treasure them, cherish them, the memory with them in your heart. Okay, so I'm switching to my blue. I could color in, I don't know. I'm gonna start with just a little bit of blue to see how this is gonna work. Okay, my tortillon. Repeat. So today is December 8th, and we have, I'm looking at my Advent calendar, 16 days, 16 more days to count down and tangle together. I'm grateful that I'm tangling with you, that you are here with me watching this video. And if you like what you see, please leave a footprint by hitting the like button, or subscribe to my channel, or leave comment. I read all the comments and I try to get back to you, respond to your comment within a day or two if I could. I mean, sometimes I get too busy, or maybe I'm out of town, that I may be a little late. Takes a little more than usual to respond to your comment, but I read them and I appreciate them, and it gives me a little extra motivation to keep going with what I'm doing. Like this needs a little more something. I feel like this is a little empty. I mean, I like this is nice and simple, but I just feel like just can use a little more help. So I'm gonna aura, just like what I said at the beginning. When in doubt, aura it, right? You see how just having one aura makes big difference? What a powerful tool. It's simple yet powerful. So I'm gonna repeat here. You know what's nice about auraing is you don't have to think. You already have a shape there, and you are just echoing the shape. Okay, this is nice. Perhaps So I'm going over these lines too. And I haven't shaded yet. I've been adding lines and doing this and that, but I just realized I haven't shaded yet. Okay, where's my pencil? Maybe I'll focus on shading on this middle piece. Ooh, I like it. All of a sudden, has an interesting dimension that this middle piece, middle section, start to jump out. Ooh, this is nice stuff. I'm gonna shade a little further. It's hard to know when to stop. Once you start shading, that's the problem. But I feel like I am getting closer to where I am content. Let's see, let's take a look. Yeah, that's pretty, right? Maybe just a little bit of highlight. Just a little bit. And I'll give you a little dot in the middle. Okay, this is quite nice. And where is my pen? I just used it. Oh, there it is. And I'm gonna find a place to add my chalk. Okay, and today's tea is peach. Oh, that's gonna be delicious. But thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 9. Bye now.